So, can everybody hear me now? I see people joining already. We still have time for you to bring in people yet to join from your network, your communities. They don't want to miss this. We're going to get started right away. I have with me here Ijoma, who would be co-hosting this session alongside me. It's the test drive again, and this time around, it is the special edition, and that's the edition where we do the QA awards. I'm sure a lot of people are already looking forward to this. Great, great. It's great that people can hear me now. Apologies. So we are going to get started right away and move on to this session. Like I said, I have with me Ijoma here. We'll co-host this together. We have our speakers already in the house as well. And yes, we'll be doing the QA awards. So let's move right into this. So a little bit of an icebreaker before we go ahead. I'd like to see comments in the section, the comment section down there. What's the most common bottleneck faced by people in fast-paced testing environments? Is it communication gaps? Is it lack of automation? Is it unclear requirements? And any other thing that you think, please let us know what exactly this is in the comment section. Looking forward to see your comments. Great. What's the most common bottleneck in fast-paced testing environments? You've been in that space where you're releasing quite a lot of features at the same time, you're pushing quite a lot of things out there. Communication top sets. I see someone say communication top sets. Looking forward to your comments. Is it automation that doesn't exist if they're doing majorly manual testing? Could that be the problem? Is it also unclear requirements? What is it based on your experience? And feel free to add other things outside of the options that you have here. What is your experience with fast-paced testing environments where you have so many features, you have to manage so many releases, and there's a lot of testing to go, bug fixing here and there, and all of that. What is the most common bottleneck? What is that most important one for you? I see slow automation cycle due to lack of unstoppable applications. Thank you, Kushal. Okay, someone says start with unclear requirements and then follows up with communications. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, this is great. This is great. Please keep it coming. We are seeing the comments and everyone can see them too. Maybe we can learn anything from you. Um, moving on to the session. I'm sure you are as excited as I am to listen to our speakers today because we'll be talking about something very important. Yeah, we have all of the technical details sorted when it comes to how should we test, what should we test, and all of that. But managing it all when it then comes into very complex environment and requirements and fast pace, you want to push. I see teams who want to release something every week, right? And it takes a lot of things to release every week, right? The developers, developers is even later. Someone has to conceptualize that, put that requirements together, somebody has to write the code, somebody has to test that. It's a whole lot of stuff and it has to happen within a week, so I can only imagine. I'll be talking about that today. Our previous editions have been majorly around technical related stuff, right? And this is technical at the same time, something to do with management. Before we go ahead into this session, please stay connected with us on social media. I want to believe we're all on social media, right? So if you were yet to follow us on social media, you have links in the comment section there. Please follow us at Get Scandium on LinkedIn. You can join us Twitter as well, or X, because it is X now. And you can also join us on the Slack community. So please, we're going to take just some 30 seconds for you to quickly do this. Okay, I see a new some more. I'll still be highlighting some of the comments I'm seeing on that icebreaker. Time has consistently been a bottleneck. Yeah, you have to race against time. That's a serious battle. Thank you, Mugisha, Peter. Forgive me. I hope I didn't murder the name. I also see Ademola Badmus, the request for automation when the infrastructure cannot support continuous testing. Awesome, awesome take, awesome take. So okay, this is another good one from Kushal. Um, Due to many tools available for automation testing, so clients or companies are confused which one to choose as they're missing out on some standard processes to select tools for testing. Okay, okay. The process is as important as the technical details of the tools you're using. I think I agree with this, and I can already see some upvotes. By the way, you can use reactions, right, to support. If somebody's already made a comment that you align with, you can use the reactions to support. So we know that, yeah, we've got you here as well. So please, if you're yet to follow us on social media, you want to do that right now. Just click on the links in the chart and you will be able to do that. So we're going to move on to the session, and I'm definitely going to allow speakers to talk about this. They've definitely prepared for this, and you want to hear them. And of course, we'll take questions afterwards to give to them. So in 15 seconds, we're going to in 15 seconds, we're going to move ahead. Again, you just need to click on the link, click or copy whatever that is, click or copy the links in the comment section there, and then you'll be able to join us there. So let's move on. We're gonna always come back to this. The links are always there, so please feel free to come back to this at any point in time. Um, so let's go here from our speakers the major reason why we're here today. Streamlining test operations in a fast-paced development environment. Streamlining test operations in a fast-paced development environment. That is what we will be talking about. And we already have our speakers in the house to do justice to this topic. We've got two of them. The very first person that we have here that's going to speak on this topic is no other person than Ayodeji Success Olumide. Ayodeji Success Olumide is Senior Quality Assurance Engineer at FinTrak Software Co. Limited. Welcome, Ayodeji.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
So just before you go ahead, a little bit about Ayodeji's success. Olumide is a dynamic and energetic ISTQB certified QA engineer who started his professional career in the fintech industry as an intern and has progressively advanced through the ranks. He holds a B.Sc degree from Egede State University and an M.Sc degree from the renowned Unilag. He has hands-on experience in software testing for financial applications, including core banking solutions, mid-market banking solutions, and ERP systems, covering areas such as credit processing and credit management and human resource management, amongst others. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Ayodeji Success Illumide. Take it away.
Thank you very much, host. Can you hear me? Please confirm you can hear me very well.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, that's great. Yeah, thank you very much for that introduction, and I want to welcome everybody to this call. I believe most of us here today are working as either quality assurance, developers, or project managers. Basically, we are all in tech. So I would say that what we are doing here today is not new to any of us. However, I'm just going to go straight into um, what we are here to do. Okay, so I believe you can see my screen right now. See, is my screen up, please?
Not yet.
Okay, just hold on a second. Let me bring that up. Okay, what about now?
All right, it's coming up.
Okay,
Great, we have this now.
all right, fantastic. Yeah, just as the host has rightly introduced me, I wouldn't bug you with much of information about me anymore. However, I'm available on LinkedIn. If you want to know more about me, I have a portfolio link as well: YouTube, Udemy, Medium, and Facebook. I'm available on all of these platforms should you want to search for me. So I will jump straight into why we are here today. So we are looking at streamlining test operations in a fast-paced development environment. Like every one of us know, when we say streamlining, we are trying to find the most efficient way, right? The most efficient way to make our work faster, effective in a fast-paced environment. Now, most of us, let me see, some of us would be either working in an IT consulting or IT service environment, or you are working with a company where you just develop a software for your internal usage, or you are actually taking um, some jobs, or let me put it as some projects from clients, all right, and develop for their use, where organizations build business solutions to solve business problems. Whichever case yours is, one thing is sacrosanct for every one of us, to deliver fast, time to the market. One of the things that will really help to get that done is streamlining our operations as software testers. So I will go straight into first looking at what is a fast-paced environment really. When we talk about the fast-paced environment, the ecosystem to that, we realize that in a fast-paced environment, one of the things that you will see is frequent changes, all right, to either your requirements, or you even have some kind of planned changes, all right, and upgrades. So you've definitely, let's say, we usually have the business analyst or the requirement engineer, all right, who would interface with various departments within the organization, or other organization or clients that you are working for and with, all right, to gather these requirements. But one thing that um, I've come to understand from experience is that requirements are not static, right? So the fact that your client has given a set of requirements today doesn't mean that that requirement will remain the same. By tomorrow, of course, we even know in tech everything is moving at the speed of light. So what I'm trying to say basically is that the moment you have a set of requirements, that doesn't make it the end of it. So it therefore means there are always changes, and when these changes come, how do we undo them? All right. So in a fast-paced environment, bear in mind that we always have what we call frequent changes to requirements, and this is really a challenge for quality assurance to handle. Really. So we're going to see how to actually tackle this kind of things as we proceed. Now, so we another thing that we should bear in mind is tight deadlines. All right, very limited time frame. One of the things I usually argue about when I'm working with developers or my subordinates, working with other team members, is the fact that the development team will take, let's say, about 4 days, 5 days to test. Let's say you are in an organization where you do a sprint of 2 weeks, or say maximum of 3 weeks for a particular sprint where you implement a number of features. Then the developer will take, like, if it's a 2 week sprint, they will take like um, 7 days to test, 7 working days to work to implement. And then they will give you maybe 1.5 day to test. And let's assume you have about 100 features to test. They want you to test this thing rigorously and test without actually missing any bug, without any bug leaking eventually. So how do you meet up all these kind of things? So these are common to a fast-paced environment, and this is what is actually happening in the real world scenario situation. As you can see the image here, you see that everything is calling, right? Tight schedule. I mean tight schedule. So it's if you don't manage your time well, you are not effective in time management. You just break down. You don't know which to pick first. So we are going to see how to actually handle this kind of things. And another thing that we should look at is frequent updates, or that is common to a fast-paced environment is frequent updates and releases. Like organization want to release, like if possible, every day. They want to deploy to production. They want to be up to date. All right. They don't want to be caught outdated or being overtaken in the market by their competitors. And because of that, we see frequent updates and releases. And this is one of the nice. I was checking the comment section the other time, as I was saying that automating, calling for automation when the application is even unstable, it doesn't support it. So it becomes difficult to actually automate when you are having a situation where there are quick and frequent updates to the to production, and most of these things are what people faces a challenge, especially quality assurance professionals. So we'll see how to tackle this. And before I move ahead, I would like to quickly share with us. I believe we already know what this is, but then I'll quickly do a recap of this. The quality assurance and testing activities, right? Now, the word quality assurance is not just, the two word quality assurance and testing are not the same often, but people just use them interchangeably, but they are not the same actually. Quality assurance is focusing on the whole SDLC, it's more of the process, all right? Focusing on the process, how things are implemented, all right? So when you talk about checking the whole SDLC, starting from requirement gathering, all right, through the actual deployment, working with the project manager down to the designers, down to developers, and even the hubs, all right, the people's operations. I mean, the operation department where they develop the technical department where they develop where they deploy this application, those who handle deployment and application support and all of these things. So working with all of them to ensure that the right things are done is the quality assurance. Even the testing phase itself, there is a part of quality assurance that is ensuring that your testing process are done in the right way. So the reality is if your test plan is wrong, every other thing you are going to do will be wrong. So therefore, quality assurance is to ensure that all these things are in order. So as you can see the flow, this is what the testing activities or testing process in another word simply means. So you do all of this in phases. Now, moving ahead, so what is testing in fast-paced environment? What does it mean? We are going to see this, but these are some basic underlying um, events, all right, or facts. Okay, so testing cannot be done in a rush. We should know that first. Also, testing is often allotted limited time. In a fast-paced environment, yeah, allotted limited time. Actually, they want you to do it quickly, but the reality is testing cannot be done in a rush. All right, that's the truth. That's a fact. Now, also, testing requires some techniques. All right, you can't just take on an application and start testing. No, you have to adopt some techniques, and testing must cover every key features. Testing requires documentation, even though in a fast-paced environment where you make use of agile or iterative approach, what you want to do there is you have a lightweight documentation. You don't really give a lot of attention to documenting, but then you still document your results, your reports, and all of that. So that you need time to do all of this. So now the big question is that if testing cannot be done in a rush, of course, because some techniques are required, and usually you'll be given short time to test. And of course, having in mind that every key features must be covered, right? And results properly documented, then how do we streamline testing in a fast-paced development environment? So this is the real question. So now let's look at it. How do we do that? The first thing is streamlining testing in a fast-paced environment is to prioritize testing. All right, you do that based on risk. So you look at the risk area of the system. If for the organization, what is determined as risk, because for it to be risk will be determined based will be unique based on the application and the organization you are working with. But a major example is payment. All right, integration of payment platform to your application that could be a risk area of your system. So you have to prioritize those risk area of the system and now first, all right, and test them without necessarily you know, without necessarily testing every possible combination of inputs and outputs. All right. So you have to prioritize your testing. Another thing is prioritizing, your test based on the objectives of the business. All right. If the business want to go south, you don't want to do testing going to north. You want to integrate that. You want to incorporate that into your testing process into achieving the organization objective. That's one of the ways to streamline. So another thing you can do is to collaborate off. See, I used to say that to my colleagues and my subordinates that see, there is no stupid question for a quality assurance person. My watchword last year was everything told the QA as stupid actually makes sense to the end users. So pick it, right? Everything to the QA as stupid, all right, actually makes sense to the end user. So pick it. So what I'm just trying to say here is that you collaborate with every team members, not just your quality assurance colleague, but every other team members, cross-functional team, every person on the team. You collaborate with the product owner, product manager, to understand how these things work, right? So you ask both the stupid questions and the intelligent ones. Stupid, I say stupid, yeah, because more oftentimes developer will say you are not even taking the real functionality. So, but the reality is a spelling mistake might lead to escalation from the client. So there is nothing stupid as far as the quality assurance is concerned. But for the other, professionals we are working with, they see you as being stupid at times or being irrational. How would your client or the user do something like this? Say yes, you have to do it because what you are trying to do is to do a kind of negative thing to ensure that the unexpected behavior of unexpected behavior, all right, of the system is properly handled. Okay, users are expected to make use of the system in a way that is not designed to work. So you have to model that. Now, another thing to streamline this, all right, to work more efficiently is to automate your regression test. All right. So when you do what we call manual testing every sprint, you have to automate what has already been implemented as well. And one of the things you can use, one of the tools is Scadium, right? Scadium is a no code automation tool that you can make use of. All right. So it helps you record, your screen and all of that, and you can replay and do all of that. So I think Scadium will do a perfect job in that sense. We also have a lot of other automation tools like Cypress, Test Complete. I believe we know all of them. So I'll move ahead to say that um, automate your test process using tools like Jira. Now, I said test process. All right. In automating your test process, like your test plan, your test cases, your bug tracking, bug logging, and all of these things, you can make use of them. So Jira has plugin like S3, Agile Test, Zephyr, and a lot of plugins you can use in your test management. Jira is not a test management tool, all right. Jira is to manage, is a project management tool, but Jira has plugins that integrate test management, tools like Agile Test, S-Rays, Zephyr, and a lot of other applications you can make use of right there to automate. So automation is very key, and yeah, I think that would be all based on the time I've been given. So I just have to do this quickly, right? So we have thanks for actually listening to all of this, and now I think I will be going to the question and answer part. So, host, thank you, and that will be all from my end.
Thank you so much, Ayodeji. That was awesome. And I learned a lot from your session. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, I learned a lot from your session, especially when you said testing is not something you have to do in a rush. You have to take your time. So if you're testing and they're rushing you, so don't let anybody rush you. Nigerians will say, no, let anybody pressure you. So take your time, make sure you find all of those bugs and report accordingly. And then if you're having time pressure, that's why we have tools like Scandium to help you automate your tests, help you run your test much faster. So before we take questions and answers, we have another speaker that would want to share more insights about the topic we are discussing today. And then after his session, would take the questions and answers. So I'm going to okay, hi Folakunle. I see you're already here. So I'm going to present our speaker. Um, so
Hello, IJ.
hi,
Hi, good morning.
good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen now. So do let me know if you can see it. Um, okay, the speaker we have today is Folakunle Oladeji. Olajide, sorry about that. Senior Quality Assurance Engineer at FinTransAct. So just a little more about Folakunle. Folakunle is a quality assurance engineer with over 6 years of experience and is a good collaborator, strong innovator, and highly proactive thinker. His expertise lies in developing comprehensive testing strategies, implementing automation frameworks, and leading QA teams to execute effective testing processes. Throughout his career, Folakunle has successfully managed the quality assurance lifecycle for a variety of applications, from web-based platforms to enterprise software solutions. He's proficient in various testing methodologies, including functional, regression, performance, and security testing work, and has a strong background in both manual and automated testing. He's skilled in tools such as Selenium, JUnit, TestNG, JMeter, BlazeMeter, Postman, etc., combined with his ability to collaborate cross-functionally, allowing him to drive quality improvement throughout the development process. He's passionate about mentoring junior QA engineers and fostering a culture of quality and continuous improvement within the teams he works with. Thank you so much. That's a very impressive profile. Hi, Folakunle. Would love to hear all the beautiful insights you have to share on the topic we are discussing today. You have the floor now.
All right, thank you, Ijoma. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you, everyone that is here today. Like you just said, my name is Folakunle Olajide, Senior Quality Assurance Engineer at eTranzact. So I'll be sharing my slide. I have an updated slide which I would like to share here. Um, okay, so just a minute. Okay, so why this is processing? Let me just do a little bit of introduction. I know here we have a lot of top professionals, senior QA professionals, industry leaders, and a lot of people who have gone ahead. So one of the things that would give me the grace or the opportunity to speak to you on this topic is, which is the topic of streamlining test operations in a fast-paced development, environment. So one of the things that sets me aside is I work in an organization where we have a lot of products. We have large products. We have switching as a service. We have software development as a service. We have products that we've had since inception. We have wallet services. We're into agency banking and the likes. However, our quality assurance team is not as robust or as large as a lot of fintechs that we have out there. So the way we're able to manage ourselves and still uh, meet up with the quality assurance expectations, it's what I'll be sharing with us today. So I'm not coming here to um, share just the theory. You can see the theory, you can get the theoretical part from maybe a chat GPT or Google, but I want to share real practical things that's worked in my organization. So thank you. So from my slide here, let me move to the next slide. Introduction. So I've done a little bit of introduction here. Then, so the first point I will say, I don't want to dwell too much on the technical aspect. The technical aspect is there, but then without other things in place, an organization would not get to where it wants to get to. So there are other things which are the non-technical aspect which you need to put in place as an organization. So number one thing I would say is run with a vision. So running with a vision means that the organization, from the top, that's from the management level. My organization is on the stock exchange. So from the board level, it cascades down. Um, what we want to achieve, the vision of the organization, it cascades down to the management team, the MD, CEO, and the management team. Then it comes down to the senior executives, and then we pass this down. So the first thing is every member of the development team must have an idea of what we are trying to develop, what we are trying to achieve, what the organization is all about. If you don't have a vision, you can't achieve, you can't go far. You always fall by the wayside. So an organization, for my organization today, we have our vision statement, which is to be the preferred integrated financial platform for merchants and consumers. So I have this at the back of my head every day. So whenever I'm working, I know that I'm working towards a particular vision. So examples of this exist in the world. There's a story of Henry Ford. Henry Ford was the person whose company invented the V8 engine. There used to be a V4 plug engine for the automobile, and there used to be a 6 plug engine, a V6. But then he called his engineers and said, "Okay, I want you guys to develop a V8 engine for me." And the guys were like, "No, no, no, it's not possible. It has not existed before." So he told them, "I am paying you. Get ahead and go to work. I'll keep on paying you. Don't worry. Just keep working." And then after a whole year, they started making progress. What looked like it was not going to be possible at first, now started showing signs of positive signs. Why? Because there was a vision, and the vision was clear. It was plain to everyone. Everybody knew what they were running with. Also, another example is Thomas Edison. Um, uh, we know him for the light bulb. We know him for several inventions. He was once asked, "Sir, we heard that you failed 999 times while trying to invent the bulb." And he said, "No, I did not fail 999 times. I only learned 999 ways that the bulb will not be able to work." So at the 1,000th time, he was able to come up with something that was working. So so before I move on, so vision, coming, sorry. So vision provides the fuel for winning organizations. So that is what I would like us to know. Then the next one is communicate with the management team regularly. So you need to get necessary clarity, know what you are trying to achieve on every product, every project, know what you want to do, have a what do I call it? From A to Z, from beginning to the end, have an overview of everything. Though how you're going to achieve it might not. Sorry, my slide is not showing at the moment. Can you hear me? Check there. So how you're going to achieve that might not necessarily be straight. I mean, you might not know how you achieve that from the onset, but you need to have an overview of what you're trying to achieve. So, secondly, get periodic feedbacks by sharing progress reports from time to time. You maybe weekly reports. Um, some of the big fours, when they're contracted, they send out reports to the stakeholders weekly, so the stakeholders know what they're facing, the challenges, the progress, and everything. The likes of the KPMG, the PwC, and um, Deloitte and the other guys. So, organization that brings in people like that, they help to like streamline um, what they are doing, what they want to achieve, and give them progress reports weekly. Then also communicate with product owners from time to time. You don't want to complete development on an application, and then after you have completed development, and then you are now demoing to the product owners, and they tell you, no, you got it wrong. You were supposed to go this way. Going, going, getting it wrong will take you back in time. So you have to go back and fix. If it's a major thing, you go back and fix it. And when you go back and fix it, you might have what we call regressions. I mean, whereby some code might break along the line. So even though you can't avoid things like that, but you need to reduce that by proper and effective communication. So let's move quickly. So this is just a diagram of talking about process. Don't let me dwell on this much. So the next one is number 3, foster a culture of quality. Create a company culture and infuse it into your development process. For people in our organization, I mean, we have the risk compliance. So we all and then we have the fourth group as well. So they all come together, and they come together as one and discuss regularly. You don't want to complete a project and then risk and compliance tells that, okay, you're supposed to watch out for some vulnerabilities. It should have been added to your you should have carried out development work that will guard against these vulnerabilities. So you have to look into that. Then also encourage a mindset where quality is everyone's responsibility. Provide regular training resources for developers, write testable code, and also testers to enhance their automation skills. So next one, we have implement continuous integration and continuous testing, CI/CD. I know the previous speaker has spoken about this on the technical aspect. So you automate the testing process, integrating into your CI/CD pipeline. So this allows for tests to be run automatically. So as you're committing you're committing your development, you push your commit. So it also runs through test, automated test. So this is good for maybe like integration test. You have a product that people integrate to regularly. You should have written automated test for this because it's a continuous and repetitive process. So you don't want to be doing it manually every now and then. Even though you might have to still check some areas manually, but try as much as possible to automate this aspect, which is good. Then number 5 is test early and often. Adopt a shift-left testing approach. Nowadays, a lot of organizations talk about shift-left testing, but not all organizations practice it. Some are used to the scenario whereby they would have completed the development work, and then they will now look for a software tester or a quality assurance engineer to come and test it. That is not quality assurance. Quality assurance comes into play from the onset of the development work. So when you have finished developing an application and then you outsource the testing, um, um, you don't allow them to put in the quality from onset, and this can affect time. Um, and what you are trying to achieve. So this means starting testing activities earlier in the development cycle, ideally during the requirement and design phases, to catch each issue before they reach production. Next, use automated testing tools. Just like the previous speaker said, Scandium is a no automate. I mean, it's an automated tool that is a no code automation tool. This can be you can make use of this. I mean, and there are other tools that requires you coding, the likes of Cypress, Selenium, and the others. However, if your team are not so strong in writing codes, they can make use of Scandium. So invest in automated testing tools that fit your tech stack. This includes unit tests, integration tests, UI tests, and performance testing. Templates and framework can speed up test creation. Number 7, prioritize testing efforts. Use risk-based testing to prioritize test cases based on their impact and probability of failure. Focus on critical parts, frequently change features, and high-value areas of the product. So we have what we call the Pareto principle. For the Pareto principle, the 80% of your effort yield 20% result or outcomes, while 20% of your effort yield 80% of your outcomes or results. So you have to, for every project or application that you're trying to build or work on, every development work, you have to identify the 20%, that is most important, and you must make sure, if nothing else is working, the 20% must be working. For instance, you have built an application and people cannot log in, they cannot sign up. The application is not useful to anyone. Once they can't sign up, that's the first stage. That's the first stage of the first thing users are going to make do it. So if they can't do that, then you have failed as a development team. So focus on the 20% that will give you the 80% result. Thank you. Number 8, adopt agile testing methodologies. Align your testing with agile principles by working closely with development teams, participating in sprint and adjusting testing strategies based on your. Sorry, I'm trying to see this. So, based on your feedbacks and needs. So, the agile process, which we are aware of, the sprint, the retrospective, you have to carry out everything. So, making use of Jira and all the Trello and all these tools that will help collaboration. So you have to make sure you carry out a good agile testing methodology process, so that the whole team develops quickly, and then there's quick collaboration and sync within the team. Then number 9, enhance communication and collaboration. I've spoken about this. Use collaborative tools like Jira, Trello, or Slack to maintain clear communication between developers and testers. Regular stand-up meetings. This part of the agile methodologies can help align priorities and expectations. So you can also automate stand-up with bot. The maybe the product manager or the QA head or might not necessarily be available. You could just automate your stand-up, and then the bot asks questions on what did you do yesterday, what are you doing today, and then you give feedback on the challenges you're having, and then you give this feedback. Then also let's talk about learn to accommodate everyone. The challenge we have most times in organization is sometimes we don't realize that everyone is important, even from the security, from the right from the entrance of the organization, from the front desk, the security. If your security does not know about what your company does, your product or your project or what you do in the organization, it's a failure. Because when clients come to your company and they want to, let's say you have software development as a service, and when they come, they want to ask questions right from the front desk. I mean, they'll first meet the security directs them to the front desk. These people should be able to talk about what you do. And I know my time. I think I'm almost out of time, but let me just say this story shortly. There's this movie, the 300 movie. There's when Spartans, they were 300 in number. I mean, the ones that went to war, and then they were fighting with the Xerxes, but they had a good strategy. They were fighting through a narrow pathway, the Battle of Thermopylae. So they were doing well. They had a strategy that they covered each other. But there was a guy named Ephialtes. Ephialtes was a hunchback. Ephialtes could not join their formation. But even though they could not make use of Ephialtes because they could not join their formation, uh, they could have found something for him, like tell him, okay, you can do something, you can do this for us, even though you cannot join our formation because of your disability. Because the person who you think that you can, I mean, it's not good or important for you, can be important for your competitors. So at the end of the story, Ephialtes was the one who went to King Xerxes and told him, I could conquer, I could kill the 300 Spartans. So you should learn to accommodate everyone in your organization. Everybody's important. So carry everybody along. And we have organization whereby maybe just the product manager and developers have a meeting or a kind of closeness, and sometimes they don't carry the quality assurance person along. So you need to have this. Then number 10, establish clear testing metrics. Track key performance indicators such as defect leakage, test coverage, and execution times. Use these metrics to evaluate the effectiveness of your testing process and make data-driven improvement. So you need to look at the exit criteria, the test coverage, and execution time. You need to mind this well. So you make sure you focus on the most important things, and then try to cover the most important things, the critical and high priority tasks. Number 11, maintain a strong test environment. Ensure that your test environment mirror production as closely as possible. Leverage containerization like Docker to create consistent and reliable environment across different stages. So the challenge we have sometimes is while organizations are trying to cut costs, they don't have a robust test environment. So your the production, it's robust. I mean, maybe when you make use of on cloud, maybe you make use of Kubernetes and you could spin servers. However, on the test environment, your test environment is not robust enough, so you cannot carry out the true capacity. You cannot know the true capacity, and you cannot carry out. For instance, you carry out a stress test or load test. You are not able to know the true capacity of your application because your test environment is not robust enough. So try to maintain a strong test environment. Then number 12, review and optimize test cases regularly. Periodically review test cases to eliminate redundancies and outdated tests. Keeping the test suite lean and relevant will improve execution times and maintainability. Thank you very much. So I think my time is up. So the questions will be entertained at the question and answer session. Thank you for your time, everyone.
Thank you so much, Folakunle. That was awesome. I actually picked a lot from your session, especially when you talked about collaboration and communication. Because when we did our icebreaker a few minutes ago, a lot of people talked about lack of communication in fast-paced environment. So it's very crucial that you communicate to your team. Don't leave them guessing, and then test as often as possible so you make sure that nothing misses you. So thank you so much for that. Before we go into the question and answers, So just a quick one. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's already on the screen. So just a quick one. If you have not yet joined our community, you can scan the QR code. Just 3, 4 minutes, 1 minute is even enough. So just quickly scan and join. Scandium has a community where we keep our members updated when we have events, when we have our fellowships, our program. We always have yearly events program where we teach people or guide people in automation testing, and another cohort is coming up soon. So join our community if that is something that interests you and you would love to take part in it, so that you don't miss out on any opportunity. So
So the good thing, Ijoma, about joining this kind of community is that even beyond, learning programs and activities that we have and events like this, it's also the opportunity to be able to ask questions to the support and feedback channel where we take questions and also, take support and take your feedback around things like test automation. You get to network as well in that community and access opportunities as well. So it's an all-in-all community that you want to join. I also wanted to highlight the some of the interesting comments that we had after that session. Ademola Badmus said that expecting automation to fix everything that's inconsistent and buggy, forgetting that automation is supposed to accelerate test time. That's so relatable because a lot of organizations respect that. Oh, how can we get rid of bugs and make everything smooth? Okay, put automation test in there, and then you slap it in, and then that's it. You expect magic to happen, and you stay happy ever after. Well, automation is a very good way to get rid of some of the issues you're having, but it is not the ultimate solution if you're not concerned about your processes and how you run stuff. And I think our speakers have effectively highlighted how important it is for you to think about the process just as much as you think about the technical details. So interesting. When we're going to take questions and answers, before that, however, you still have some 15 seconds to click on the link in the chat and join our Skyrim community. We'd love to see you there. Um, I also see another comment from Kushal where he says that currently many companies follow the process where only one single person handles both manual and automation testing, due to which there is a delay in the release process of the products. Companies should have Kushal is recommending that companies should have separate teams for manual as well as test automation. Yeah, I know teams where this works for them. I know some other teams where they sort of combine this somehow and have more people, doing that together. So look at what works for your organization, and God bless. So I think our 15 seconds is up. We'll go ahead to questions and answers. So please, you can drop your questions for our speakers in the box, and they'll be happy to answer your questions. Okay, so please use the comments for questions. I see a question coming in already. What factors do you consider when selecting an automation testing framework for a new project? And how do I plan automation testing for a product with frequent and unpredictable updates? I think this question is so much relatable. I think I want to say we'll start with this. Apologies, Damilola. How exactly? I believe it's also somewhat related to, um, you know, uh, to some of the things that we have here. This question says, how do I plan automation testing for a product with frequent and unpredictable updates? We'll take that alongside with Adigo's question on selecting an automation testing framework for a new project. So I'll let Folakunle take that question. Just go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much. Sorry, before I go on this question, apologies. There's something I was also keeping during my presentation, and is using the right resource or the right man for the right tool. So it's important. It helps your strength. Use people that are strong in particular areas for to carry out what they are good at. So this reduce time. So for the question, for an application that is not yet stable, um, it's not best to start automating, but there are different aspects of automation. So there's API automation, there's UI automation, you know, there's a lot. Even your security testing, there's automation there. There's stress tests, there's trade log tests. These are things I carry out. So automation is wide. Let us get that perspective. It's actually wide. So there are some aspect, maybe like API automation, you can even start that immediately when you start development work. You can start that immediately. But there are some automation that you don't want to do yet. You should make sure your application is like 70% done. I mean, to an extent, and it's stable. I know in the comment section, I've been seeing someone like Ademola Badmos, and I know there are a lot. These are senior people with so much experience in automation, and he mentioned something that it's not everything you want to automate. So if something is not yet stable, you take more time automating than doing manual testing. So at that point, you are trying to. The best thing for you to do is you inspect, you check, you have to uh, um, see where the issues at. Troubleshooting, yeah. So you try to troubleshoot with the developers, and that skill, it's a collaborative skill. So not everyone has it. So your ability to quickly troubleshoot with developers and make their work simpler, you understand, will make your own project um, delivered faster. So you don't want to automate an application that is still very buggy and it's not yet stable. So that's I don't know if that answers the question. Thank you.
Okay, we have another question here from Michelle Ozonwe. So it says that okay, we have two questions for him, but then I'll start with this. What metrics are used to measure efficiency and effectiveness of the testing process? Anyone wants to take this? Folakunle or Ayodeji?
All right. What metrics are used? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. So the person asking the question is asking what metrics are used to measure the effective efficiency and effectiveness of testing process. Okay. So the testing process are the test planning down to test completion. All right. So one of the things you want to do is to have a tracker. All right, and such tracker could be one of the test management tool. All right, where you can now have the probably the acceptance criteria or your requirements categorized. All right, and then linking them to the requirements. Okay, so you create your test cases, linking them to the requirements, and so we have what we call traceability matrix. All right, so where you can link your test cases then to the requirements or even to the design. So you can make use of this to know the test coverage that you have. All right. And speaking of test coverage, I'm speaking to the amount of tests. Let's say you have 100 test cases now. You have been able to cover like 60 out of the 100 and you're having 40 left. So then that would be that you have a kind of measure like the test coverage of that particular requirement, then looking again into the test matrix, traceability matrix. So that could be a matrix, and then you are considering the time taken, all right, to actually um, implement your test plan, to implement your test design, all right. How long did it take you to do that, all right, and what is the effort required to get that done as well. So all these things are what you want to look into. And then another way to measure the effectiveness of your test process is to check the outcome. Okay, having done all that you need to do, uh, what is the percentage of the bugs that were discovered in production having passed the system? And that will call that bug leakage. All right. So, what is the defect density? How effective is your test script? All right, in catching those bugs. So those are the things you look at. You look at the defect density. All right. So I think that would be how to measure your test process effectiveness. I believe that has done justice to the question.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Ayodeji. Okay, I hope that answers your question. So we have a lot of questions, and I don't know if we have so much time to take all of them. Okay, I see a tricky but interesting one. Kushal is asking currently, Playwright 2 is trending in the market for automation testing. Will it overtake Selenium or Cypress?
That's like a prediction question. What is the Kushal wants you to predict what is going to take over? Who wants to take this Ayodeji or Folakunle?
Okay, I think the two of us can actually.
Okay.
Okay, so I think the two of us can actually answer this in our own ways. But what I would say to that is, it's the market. Market is competitive, all right. So, and that's why we are even talking about fast-paced development environment in the first place, right? So, because there is new updates every day and all of that, it's all about the one that keep up with the demand of the market. So, today, some people prefer Selenium based on its code. A lot of people are using it in different organizations that's been invented. So sometimes organizations are resistant to change or adopting new technology. So, and that's why some people still prefer to stick to Selenium. And of course, we have Cypress today, and we even have Playwright as well. So all of these are in the market. Just about the one that you think is fitting, having assessed the automation need in your organization and see the two that perfectly meets your needs. So it doesn't matter which will take over one. It's just about the one that meets the demand in the market that will be mostly used. I will put it that way. For that, let me want to say something about that. Sushan.
Okay, thank you, Ayodeji. I like the way you answer your questions. You leave no stone unturned. So I would almost say I have not much to. But basically, what I want to say is, if you're going to a new organization, for instance, you need to know the tech stack of the organization. See, there's something I realized, and I won't say this. I know there are a lot of leaders here. You see, quality assurance is becoming so wide. It's becoming so wide that if you're not careful, they will leave you behind. Permit me to use that word. I did an interview sometimes, and one of the person I interviewed has over like 15 years experience in quality assurance. But the person was behind. The person doesn't even know Selenium. The person has been doing manual testing for 15 years. So new technology, new what do you call it? New tools will spring up day in, day out. So the challenge we have is if you are working in an organization that all these organizations that have been in existence for long, the banks, fintechs, sometimes you might still be making use of old tools. Maybe like Selenium has been existent for long based on Java, and they have applications that have been there for like more than 2 decades. So it's always tough introducing some new tools. You understand? So, but however, when you are looking at a new fintech, new generation fintech, the you have to learn new tools for those fintech. You understand? It's easier for them to adapt. I don't know if you agree with me, Ayodeji. So it's easier for a new fintech to adapt to new tools. You understand? You go to, I don't want to mention the name of the bank, but you go to some banks and you are still seeing some codes written in maybe Visual Basic or something like that. And then when you come in, you have to convert code. You don't know the code that was used to write. I mean, the tech stack. Because you're a new person. I mean, you're new into development. I mean, last 5 years or whatever. But you now have to like write your code in your own language, and you have to convert and the likes like that to maintain their old applications. So basically, I'll say uh, you need to have a knowledge of everything. You need to have a knowledge of everything. But then when you are applying to jobs, you need to know which tech stack the company is using. Because if I'm good in Selenium and I know a particular organization reached out to me sometimes, and then they are talking about a particular tool, and I'm not so good in it. And I said this straight up, no, no, this is not my strength. You understand? So, but for developers, they can I mean, they have their own specific, maybe Java, this, that. But QA, they expect you to know a lot. That's the challenge we're having now. So I don't know if I was able to add some more input to that question. So you need to be more versatile as a QA engineer. Thank you.
Great, thank you for your contributions. If I may add something little to that before we wrap this up. So the thing about tools is that tools would always come up, like you've said. It's a never-ending cycle. A lot of people are innovating day in, day out. We have a QA innovator category on the awards today, and you'll be amazed what people are doing. People are coming up with new things every day. So it's Playwright today that's making waves. Tomorrow something else might be making waves. So you want to stay on top of a game. You want to learn the core, like somebody said. I think one of the test drive sessions we had, something like this came up, and the speaker advised that you want to stay on the core. When you have the core, it's easy you to then move a little bit, update and know more about it if you understand the core very well. So but if you are lost at the core, then it's hard for you, and then you want to update yourself. You want to be very critical and selfish about upscaling, about moving. So you're not in a case of, oh, I have donkey years of experience here, but you don't know what's happening in the industry. One final thing I'll do is that the good thing is AI is here to make life easy for everybody, and it's something you need to start leveraging. Um, for example, on Scandium, we had this session, the last session that we had on the last session that we had last year on our X Spaces, where somebody was asking about uh, different tools that they could use, and how they needed a lot of time to write the automation test and all of that. And the reality is you can generate this code for your test, because understandably some people have legacy code base. You have to maintain your Selenium base, you have to maintain your Playwright base. If you use Scandium to create a test with no code, there's a one click button and the AI generates for you the code for Playwright and Selenium. That works. I mean, not all of those codes that you start troubleshooting, by the way. Full syntax JavaScript code that you can really use. You want to try that out today. So it means that, again, skill up yourself, right? You want to upskill. At the same time, you can also make life easier on yourself by making use of the available tools. And the good thing about using a no-code AI-powered tool is that there's not a lot of learning curve, especially even if you even have experience already. You just create your tasks, you code, and do your assertions, decide whatever you want to do, and then you can generate that code to go use, and you can customize even further with code or without code. So, Ijoma, back to you.
Okay. Thank you so much for adding that, Jaffa. We have a lot of questions, but okay, we have. Let's just take one more. One more. Someone is asking, how do you balance the need for speed with the time and resources required to build and maintain a robust automation framework, especially in environments with frequent changes? Just maybe a minute, it's fine. Anybody wants to take that?
I don't know if I can take this. So um, I have said something to this before. So that within 5 seconds, use the right person for the right tool. That's just it. So some people are strong in some areas, some people are weak in some areas. So use someone who is good. Don't put a square peg in a round hole. It's as simple as that. Thank you.
Oh, that was so fast. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Ijoma Ukerapo. Thank you so much for that, Folakunle. So, moving on. Um, okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you very much, Folakunle. Thank you very much, Ayodeji, for this sessions. I know we have a lot of questions in the comments that is not been answered yet because of our time. We have to move. And yeah, Ayodeji and Folakunle can respond to some of these questions in the comments. And of course, feel free to connect to them, connect with them on LinkedIn. I'm sure they're happy to answer your questions, even outside of this session. We'll have to move currently. Thank you so much again for your time. Thank you for sharing those wonderful insights. We we really appreciate those.
Thank you very much,
So
Jaffa.
you're most welcome. So before we move into, I know a lot of us are already waiting for the awards, and yes, we're going to get into that. Before we do that, we're going to go on a very short commercial break. You see Scandium in action, and after that, we also have the quizzes, and the final thing would then be the award. The quiz is our usual session where people get to go with cash prizes, and yes, you can win that. I mean, it's just a fun quiz, not a it's not a ISTQB test automation exam or manual testing exam or anything. It's just fun, basic questions that you can participate for the fun of it and enjoy. But before we go there, let us see Scandium in action. By the way, Scandium is a no-code test automation tool that makes it super easy for you to do quite a lot of things. So you can do web, mobile, and API testing with Scandium on Scandium all together, and you can collaborate with people. So there's quite a lot of things you get with Scandium, and we're going to show you some. Usually on test drive, we show you one simple thing in about 5-6 minutes that you can do with Scandium. And today will be about email testing and OTP verification testing with Scandium. So enjoy this as we go ahead.
Hi guys. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get things like OTP verification code from your email when creating a test. So the example I'm going to be using in this tutorial, we're going to be creating an account on a website that sends an OTP code that will be used in completing the registration flow to an email address. So first off, I want to grab a Scandium provided mail address that I can use to receive emails. So I'll copy this email here. I'm now going to the platform itself. So I have this. Now I'll start to record. So we'll try to create an account now. Then, then we're going to have the email address. So in this email address field, we're going to have the email address that we copied earlier on. So this email address is a very valid one that can receive email messages. Now, so on creating an account, I'm met with this field where I'm supposed to provide an OTP, a one-time verification code that has been sent to my email address. Now, using the Scandium toolbar, I'm going to go to mailbox. So now on getting to the mailbox, I can see that an email has been sent. So I click on this. Now this is the mail contents. This is the OTP that I'll be getting from this email. So typically, yes, I want to copy this to use. But now, aside from copying it, what I also want to do now is I want to right click on it so that the context menu comes out, and then on the Scandium extension in the context menu, I'll then click on extract value from elements. So when I do that, I see this notification that a step has been added for me. So we're going to edit this step shortly after the test is done recording. So I'll come back to my field here. Remember, I've copied the OTP, so I'm just going to paste this here to complete my registration process. So now that I am successfully signed in, I can see my dashboard right here. So it means registration is successful. So I can just start an assertion to that effect. So I can assert that I can see test cases, which is an indication that I have been logged in successfully. So I'll save the assertion, then I'll stop the recording. So now back to the list of steps. So what I want to look for is step where an extraction of variable was done. So this particular step now, so you can see extract value from this. Now I'm going to try to edit the step. So remember I said a variable has been created automatically. We just need to assign a step now to a variable. So assign to variable. So I'll name the step OTP field. So when I save the variable, so I could specify that I want to extract the entire content of that field. Now, because that is just that element contains just the OTP number, so I could extract the entire. So I could also go on to add some interesting regular expressions to extract much more dynamic values. So now, using the value of this variable now, this is the field. So when I save the variable, so I could specify that I want to extract the entire content of that field. Now, because that is just that element contains just the OTP number, so I could extract the entire. So I could also go on to hi guys. Hi guys. So in this video, I'm going to be step now. So you can see extract value from this. Now I'm going to try to edit the step. So remember I said a variable has been created automatically. We just need to assign that step now to a variable. So assign to variable. So I'll name this step OTP field. So when I save the variable, so I could specify that I want to extract the entire content of that field. Now, because that is just that element contains just the OTP number, so I could extract the entire. So I could also go on to add some interesting regular expressions to extract much more dynamic values. So now, using the value of this variable now, this is the step where I pasted in the OTP code. So what I just want to do now is to use my variable in the field. So I'm going to edit the step now and come to the text to assign field, and then I'll pick insert variable. Now I'm going to pick from the list of variables. I'm picking the OTP field that I just created some moments ago. So which is a variable created from the test step. So I'll select OTP field. So I can see now the variable that I extracted, I assigned it to the value that I extracted, I assigned it to a variable, and then I'm using that variable in the step where I pasted in the OTP code. So now I'll try to run this test and see if it is successful or not. Oh, we should try to make the email dynamic. So I would also edit this step where I typed in the email so that a different value is used every time I try to create an account so that the platform doesn't tell me email address already exists. So I'll just do this using the insert function. So I could say 0 for this and insert. Now Sandra will generate a different email address for me every time I'm running this test. And the email inbox will still be accessible. Now I could also try to change the name of the account and make it more dynamic. So I can add this, and if you want to insert the function that just adds random numbers to this. So this one. So let's add random letters to the name, just so the name is unique and we can continue to use it. So I'll run the test now. So we can observe that a different email address has been used. If we run this test again, another email address will be generated. So we can see that a different OTP has been sent. And now the value of that OTP has been extracted and used in our OTP field. And then the verification process was successful. So, which is why we're able to get to this point. And Scandem says it is successful. So going back to our list of steps, we can see all steps passed. So you see, easy peasy. This is how you can extract any kind of value from an email address using Scandium when recording and running your tests. Thank you guys. Bye for now.
Thank you. I hope we all were able to pick from that. That is how to use Scandium to do email testing and verification. Of course, you have access to this video on our YouTube channel and add lots more videos as well. Again, Scanum is a no-code test automation tool that makes it super easy for you to do web, mobile, and API testing. And you can do quite a lot of things with Scandium. You can create your test super fast because it is no code. You just need to click record and then do whatever you need to do. And Scanum has captured all of that and turned that into test scripts that can be executed for you at any point in time. You can schedule your tests to run daily, hourly, weekly, however you choose. You can integrate to CI/CD. You can even do deep level customizations, data-driven testing. You can customize with code. You can add JavaScript code to your test on Scandium. You can also generate JavaScript code out of your test on Scandium that is suitable for use on Selenium or Playwright, Betia, and lots more that you can do with Scandium. So please get on to getscandium.com rather today so that you can get started and explore some of these things. So let's move on. The final part is this before we go back to the quiz and the awards is the channel partnership program at Scandium is an opportunity for you to partner with Scandium and join us on our mission to help startups and enterprises across the world through no-code test automation. So if you're interested in partnering with Scandium, whatever region you are in globally, we have partners in regions from the US, from Canada. We also have in the UK. So we're happy to welcome you anywhere, Asia, Europe, wherever you are in. Please send a mail to hello@getscandium.com today and get started. You get a revenue share from every successful deal. You also get exclusive discounts and support. So we'll be happy to welcome you to the Scandium Channel Partnership Program. So please head on and send us a mail at hello@getscandium.com. So moving on, we're going to get into the quiz, which is the final thing we do before the awards. I know a lot of us are waiting for the awards, um, but just before then, we are going to get some cash prizes. So there is the link right here in chat that you can use to join the quiz. Um, so once you join the quiz, you'll be able to participate. So we're going to take some 30 seconds to allow for uh, people to be able to join. Please use the link in the chat to join if you're yet to join. Okay, So let's see. If you're trying to join and you've not been able to join, want us to wait a little bit, a second or two for you, you can let us know in the chat. The link is here in the chat. The link is here in the chat. You can also scan the QR code there. So we're seeing people joining in already. We're
Yeah, we
gonna take
have
some,
6 players
yeah,
join.
30 seconds to have more people join in. So if you're interested, join in. And like we said, there is cash prizes here for the winners.
Hmm. And you never can tell. So I always advise you to try your best.
Yeah.
How many players do we have right now? 7.
So we're going to get started in another 15 seconds. But if you are having any issues joining, you can let us know.
Someone is asking the link in the chat. Akombi one. Have you been able to access the link?
Okay. Posting the link now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. More people are joining. Yeah.
Okay, we want to get started now. If you're still having issues joining, you can let us know, else we'll go ahead with the quiz lovers in 10 seconds. Oh, I see more people still joining it. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck. Let's get started.
Let's see who's leading. Ribbit is the fastest. So it's not about answering correctly, it's also about being fast while answering correctly. So each practice ensures quicker feedback in test operations.
Okay, we have a lot of people going for that option, and that was correct. Which practice ensures quicker feedback in test operations? Let's see how that went on the leaderboard. Rebits,
Ribbit is still
rebits. Yeah,
leading.
it's still rebits. Well, I mean, we still have a long way to go. My experience with these things is that you almost get to the end and then you realize that things change. Moving on to the next question. The faster you can answer, like Ijo mentioned earlier, the faster you can answer, the higher the chance. What does API stand for in software testing? I feel this is a breeze. Everybody knows this already.
Yep. Yep.
Somebody's asking if you will be able to get a recorded version of this. Yes, you'll be able to get a recorded version of this on our YouTube channel. You'll be able to get this. Okay, let's see who's winning now.
Ooh,
Interesting. Kushal came up. Kushal, Asma, good. Ribe, what happened? Okay, no problems. We'll see.
what type of testing is crucial for detecting vulnerabilities early in development? Security testing? Ooh, yeah, Kushal is still leading. Nice. I'm rooting for you, Rabbit and Asma. Okay, let's see who's leading. I'm so excited. I wish I was playing. Okay. Asma is the fastest this time around. But Kushal is still leading. Okay, we have 5 more questions to go. Yeah, you can still make it. What is the common challenge when integrating automation into QA workflows? Lack of automation tools, high upfront investment, too many testers, testing becomes slower, high upfront investments. Wow, self-pity got it. Woo! Asma is on top. Wow. Okay, next question is coming up. Answer as fast as you can. What is a critical element of streamlining test operation in DevOps? Delay test, continuous feedback, eliminating testing, adding more. Ooh, continuous feedback. Asma is still leading. Okay, which tool type is most effective for streamlining test automation? No code or low code test automation tools, manual testing, standalone code, bug tracking tools only. Let's see. Oh, everybody got this one. Wow. Asma was the fastest. Okay, 3 more questions to go. Don't give up. You can still do it. Trust me, you can. What is one major advantage of parallel testing execution? Reduces test coverage, speeds up test execution time, eliminates the need for test scripts, only works for small projects. Speeds up test execution time. Let's see, let's see. Hmm. Asma, Asma said, I will go up and I will not come down. Nice one, Asma. Two more questions to go. Two more. In what phase of software development should security testing ideally begin? I think everybody should get this one. Let's see. Hmm. Okay. Yummy Mommy was the fastest this time around. Okay, last question, guys. Last question. What is test management software important? Why is test management software important for QA teams? To automate code writing, to organize, track, and manage test cases, to write automated scripts, to deploy applications. Okay, well done, guys. Everybody got this one. Well done. So now let's see what. Woo! Asma! Asma, congratulations. Congratulations. I wish I could bring you up to speak. Well done. Well done. Thank you so much. Jaffa, what do we have for our winners?
Congratulations, Asma, and we have Kushal next, and Doings. Who is Doings? Doings. I love to know who that fellow is. Uh, Makes
Someone said,
sense.
let's have
So, like we
more.
mentioned, we're going to have a cash prize. We should have more. Interesting. Interesting. Let's have more. Okay. Well, we'll have more some other time. We would have more in our subsequent editions. Test Drive is a quarterly event now. We used to have this um, on a
monthly,
monthly
monthly
basis
basis.
before. Then we've made it quarterly. We're going to have even more quality sessions and more interesting speakers. And like you know, we bring speakers globally to speak on Scandium on the test drive sessions that we have. So yeah, look forward to the forthcoming sessions. Very soon, you would be able to participate in more of this event. And the winner is going to go home with a cash prize of $100. So Asma, the winner, would get $100 for winning. Congratulations once again, Asma. I wish it was Google Meet. I'm sure a lot of people will have the emojis right now, but Asma just won $100. Thank you for participating, and congratulations once again. By the way, it's a special test drive, so it's a special prize as well. So
Wow.
congratulations.
Tell me why I
All
didn't
right.
participate.
Well, maybe you should have participated. Maybe you would have won, but Asma got it. Congratulations, Asma. So let's move on because we don't have time. We have to go on to the rest of the sessions. Um, and for the next session, which is what we have been waiting for, the QA Awards 2025. I want to tell you that there's a lot of um, stuff we've gotten on this, a lot of participation, lots of nominations, and so many. We're here at that point right now. So bringing this up. So we started the awards first time last year. Um, Oh yeah, somebody said congratulations for the first time. She's in number 9. Yeah, congratulations to you. Congratulations to everybody who participated. Honestly, again, it could just be seconds. It could just be just 1 2 seconds away from winning. Everybody did so well. So congratulations to you once again. So I'm going to go ahead to the key awards. So, like I mentioned, we started the awards last year. and recognize some folks. This year, we did this again, even bigger. The scope this year was covering the US and the EMEA, the Europe, Middle East, and um, Africa. We've got nominations from all across different countries across the world, different people from all spaces, and it was overwhelming and amazing at the same time to see all of that participation. So our process was we got this nomination from you all through our nomination form. You told us about what the people you've seen contribute in these spaces, and I will put these nominations together basically and then presented some of them that you've seen. I mean, the top nominations that we've gotten, you've seen them on social media already. And then we took this to a group of assessors, our judges, who then looked at the nominations, looked at further details that was requested from the nominees. We actually requested them to submit further details about their contributions, about the things that they have done, about the projects that they have been a part of, related to the category. Of course, these are different um, from category to category. So we asked them to do this, and then we got the feedback, and our judges also did a lot of work to try to come to that final result that we have today. Okay, who is ready? If you're ready, can I see some activity in the comments, or should I just go with all of their words in my name? I'm sure some people would
I've not seen
challenge.
any comments, so you people are not ready.
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, you should have used no grief for anyone. Hi, yeah, okay. Rebecca said she came fifth place for the first time. Abiola is a past winner. Says she should have used no grief for anyone this year instead of doings. Makes sense. Congratulations, everybody. So let's go to the awards. Drum roll. Okay, so I'll start with showing you our judges. We had Olubuka, and I want to say a very big thank you to those guys. It's not easy because, I mean, when you have to judge a list where everybody is just an A-list person, right? It is a whole lot of work. So thank you guys for the support. Olubukola Motayo is director of software and QA at Home Trumpeter in the US, and Tosan is I don't want to pronounce his second name. I don't want to murder it. I'm sure Tosan will not forgive me for that. So Tosan, that awesome guy, is the founder and president of Black is Tech. For those who are very familiar with about the conference, and then we also have Abdulaziz Ogunjabi, who is a CEO at Scandium. So the category is once again as Automation QA Engineer of the Year, Next Rated QA of the Year, SDET of the Year. SDET is Software Development Engineering Test, QA Leader of the Year as well. And we also have QA Innovator of the Year, QA Educator and Advocate of the Year, and QA Efficient Company of the Year. So, should we go into it? I'm not seeing the kind of activeness or excitement I want to see, or maybe because you guys don't have the emojis. By the way, you can use the comment section to tell us about what you're expecting from this, your favorite nominees, right? And we can hope that they win. Godspeed to your favorite nominees. I hope they win. I hope the best guy wins. So I'm going to go through this now. We start with the very first category, and that is the category of the automation QA engineer of the year. So for the automation QA engineer of the year, we had nominations, and we had what we were looking for in all of these nominations. So the okay, a moment. Okay, great. Okay, good. We're here. So the for this category, we're looking at celebrating individuals who excel in designing, implementing, and optimizing automation frameworks that streamline testing processes. the selection criteria. The judges especially looked for demonstrated excellence in implementing automation strategies, innovative use of automation tools, and as well as their contributions on GitHub and GitLab, real world impact on product quality and efficiency reflecting project contribution. So we did look into projects that they have contributed to as well. And these are the nominees: Abayomi Oyebamiji, QA automation engineer. Kushal Paria. Please forgive me for this pronunciations just in case I do moderate. QA automation engineer Hito at Hito. We have Fayez Ahmed, rather, who is senior SA engineer at Arbisoft. We have Ghazi, who is test automation engineer at Actia Engineering Services. We have Dennis Wafula, who is senior QA automation engineer at Ezra, and we have Precious Onwafo, who is senior software QA automation engineer at Smartbox Assistive Technology. Extra QA category is recognizing QA professionals who have demonstrated exceptional promise and potential in the field of quality assurance. They're demonstrating potential in the QA industry. They have innovative experience and have a strong portfolio showcasing growth and impact. We have quite a lot of amazing folks who are doing very great. By the way, these are not no by no means entry level professionals. They are professionals with experience as well, quality experience, and this shows in lots from their profiles. And very awesome set of people. Again, like I mentioned earlier, our judges had to drill down very much to really be able to pick out a winner in this category as well, just like the other categories. And we have a winner. So starting with the honorable mention, drum rolls in the comments again. We have Esther Okafor, quality assurance tester at Story Block. A round of applause or comments or congratulations to Esther. Congratulations on making this mention at the QA Awards 2025 for the next rated QA of the year. Okay, the next one right here is going to be the awardee for this category, and that is Asma Muzamil, QA lead at Code 94 Labs. Asma Muzamil, next rated QA of the year, Test Drive and Awards 2025. Congratulations, Asma.
Congratulations, Asma. Well done.
So I know we have both of them in
Congratulations.
the on the session. Asma and Esther, congratulations. Congratulations. We're going to move because of time to the next category. This category, honest professionals will bridge the gap between development and testing, building robust testing solutions integrated into the software lifecycle. And the nominees for this award, we have David Anebo with software engineering test at Incorporated. We have Manish Saini, who is software development engineer in test at Andela. And we have Matthias, who is software development engineer in test at Recharge. And the winner is first honorary mention, David Aniebo, software engineer in test at Mentalic Inc. Congratulations, David. Congratulations. And then next up, and the awardee for this category is Manish Saini, software developer rather, in test with Andela. Manish Saini. Congratulations. Congratulations to Manish. Moving on to the next category, we have the QA Leader of the Year category. The QA Leader of the Year category. Now, this is the toughest of the different options that we have. Maybe we should even save this for the very last. I'm sure a lot of people want to see who emerged winner in this category. Um, by a show of answers, do you want to do this now? Do you want to show this now? Do you want to take this to the end? Okay. Congratulations, Manish and David. Once again, I see the congrats in the comments box. Congratulations. Okay, so let's move on to the next category. So the next category that I have here is going to be the QA advocates and mentor of the year category. Again, this is a very tense, as you have noticed already, I'm pushing the QA leaders part and towards the later part of this. So for the QA advocate or mentor of the year category, we were looking to um, recognize individuals who actively mentor, educate, or advocate for QA, empowering others to excel in the field. This is another very well, should I say, greatly competed category. And the selection criteria was looking for active contributions to QA learning and advocacy, mentorship and training initiatives, broad community impacts, and reward impact on product quality. And the nominees are the awesome four people we have here. Abiola Razak is software quality assurance and testing professional and founder at the Bug Detective. We have Udeme, who is senior quality assurance engineer at the Industry Group. We have Daniel Knott, who is founder of software testing by Daniel Knott. And we have Oluwatobi Loba Fagbongbe, who is the QA engineer at Tech Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, the honorary mention award goes to no other than Udeme. Congratulations. Senior Quality Assurance Engineer at the InterSwitch Group. Congratulations on this. Again, another well contested category. Awesome people with great impact. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for all of your contributions. Congratulations to you once again, Udeme. And the winner, the awardee for this category, drum rolls, is Daniel. Daniel Knott is the founder of Software Testing by Daniel Knott, and he's the QA advocate or mentor of the year for Test Drive and Awards 2025. Congratulations, Daniel. So moving on to the next person. I mean, the next category, rather, not necessarily the next person, the next category that we have here. So for the next category, we have the QA Innovator of the Year category, the QA Innovator of the Year category. So for the QA Innovator of the Year category, we have an award that honors individuals who have developed groundbreaking tools or techniques or processes in QA, advancing the field significantly. We're looking at the development of new tools or techniques, disruptive ideas transforming the QA landscape, a track record of driving industry innovation, real world impact on product quality and efficiency. And the nominees for this category are these four awesome people right here. So drum rolls as we announce the winners for this category. We have Ademola Badmus here with software quality assurance, quality automation engineer at Virgin Media. We have Danny Grant, who is the CEO at ChamDev. We have Yashu Kapila, who is CEO of Borg Raptors, and Karthik, who is founder of QA Touch. And the honorary mention for this, Yashi Kapila, honorary mention for the Test Drive and Awards 2025. For the QA Innovators category, Yashi Kapila is CEO at Borg Raptors. Congratulations, Yashi. And then the awardee for this category is Ademola Badmos, Software Quality Automation Engineer at Virgin Media. Okay. Congratulations, Ademola. Congratulations to Yashu as well. Okay, I see the congratulations coming in the comments. Thank you, guys. And by the way, congratulations to every of the nominees. I must stress again that every of the nominees were totally worthy of getting the award, and have made very great contributions that are worthy of being awarded. So, congratulations to all of you. Up next, we're going to move to the next category right now. And the next category is another interesting category. So here I have the QA efficient company of the year, and then we would have, aside that, the QA leader of the year as well, and then we also have um, the automation QA automation engineer of the year as well. Okay, coming right up for QA leader of the year category. Um, Let me see the. Now this is the hottest, understandably so, because it's the QA leader category. We have so many amazing leaders who are doing so well, and basically breaking the barriers, and even creating new waves in quality assurance across boards. And trust me, there's so many people across um, the regions that we're covering for this award. Uh, we have these nominees here, right? So for the QA Leader of the Year category, this award celebrates leaders who inspire teams, who drive quality initiatives, and set benchmarks for excellence in quality assurance. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, somebody say congratulations to Ademola Lukman. Okay, we have an Ademola Lukman on the who is a football player. Perhaps that's who they're referring. So well, then we have the next category for the QA leader of the year. QA leader of the year. QA leader of the year. Who wants to say this, or should I just award myself as QA leader of the year? Okay, nobody wants me to get the QA Leader of the Year award. Okay, you're saying that I'm not inspiring QA teams. Well, I'm not a QA engineer, and I'm not a QA leader, so that's fair. That's fair. I will not be mad, for not having that. So we are going to go to who the winners are, as already um, determined by our judges. So the QA Leader of the Year category for the QA Awards 2025. I'm sure a lot of people are hitting at the suspense that, please, who is it? Announce. We're going to do just that right now. So here are the nominees. So we have Matt Wine who is the lead software engineer at Mechanical Orchard. We have Demola Adesina, who is founder at the Testing Academy UK and president of the ANST. We have Ahmed Ibrahim, who is a senior software quality assurance engineer at Elm Company. We have who is Leigh Rapborn, who is the head of quality engineering at Cavi. And we have Joe Colantonio, who is the founder at Test Guild. These are the nominees for this category. And the honorary mention award goes to no other person and Demola Adesina, founder of Testing Academy and president of the ANST. Again, like I mentioned, all of the nominees here are leaders. You need to see their profiles. You can check them out on different platforms. These are people you want to follow, and the merits and are worthy of the award by all means. The honorary mention award, however, goes to Demola Adesina. Congratulations, Demola Adesina. Okay, seems I need to start. Maybe have a name Demola or something. Demola, because I see there are two Demolas that have gotten awards here today. So watch out. Next time when you see me and you see Demola as part of my name, well, you'll not be surprised. And the awardee is Leigh, head of quality engineering at Cavi. Congratulations, Leigh. QA leader of the year 2025 at the Test Drive and Awards 2025. Congratulations. Again, feel free to congratulate them. Congratulations to Demola Adesina and Leigh Rathbone on this recognition. So we're going to move on to the next categories as well. So who is ready for the rest of the categories? Who is ready? So we are left with just two categories right now: the QA efficient company of the year, and then the automation QA engineer of the year. Okay, so for the QA efficient company of the year, I'm going to start with that. For the QA efficient company of the year, we have our nominees as well. Okay, let me even check the comments to see which one people want to see first. Okay, for the QA efficient company of the year, we're going to start with this. We have QA efficient company of the year. We're looking at recognizing organizations who excel in implementing efficient and innovative QA practices to deliver high quality software, innovative processes or tools, enhancing QA efficiency, real world impact on product quality and efficiency reflecting in project contributions. And we have these nominees for these awards. We have QA Wolf, we have Assuredly, we have A1 QA, and we also have Onboard QA. Awesome organizations were doing amazingly well with their crafts. And the winner is, drum rolls. Okay, so let's start from honorary mention as usual. Then we move on to the winners. So for honorary mention, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you no other than who the organization, who their favorite, right? Their favorite organizations are. Again, like I mentioned, for the other categories, all of the people that we have here are very awesome individuals who are doing so well in their different organizations. So thumbs up and congratulations to all of them. Please keep this up, and we look forward to even seeing more and more of you in the in this year 2025. So for the QA efficient company of the year, honorary mention goes to QA Wolf. Congratulations, QA Wolf, and congratulations to the amazing team at QA Wolf. Congratulations and thank you for all the great job that you do. And the winner is A1QA software testing company. Congratulations on winning the QA Efficient Company of the Year awards. All right, moving right on to the final category. Apologies for the technical issue earlier. So for the final category, which is the automation QA engineer category there, this is actually one of the hottest as well. In fact, we even had more nominations for this category than we had for all of the other categories. So it was very interesting to see. So for this category, we have the Automation QA Engineer of the Year award. We mentioned earlier, this is celebrating individuals who excel in designing, implementing, and optimizing automation frameworks, streamline testing processes, demonstrated excellence in implementing automation strategies and innovative use automation tools, as well as real-world impacts in showing in the project contributions that they have made. The nominees again are Abayomi, Kushal, Fayaz, Ghazi, Denise, and Precious. And the winner is honorary mention. We've got Precious Ezekwe, who is software QA automation engineer at Smartbox, assistive technology rather. Apologies. Congratulations, Precious, for winning this award. Congratulations. And the winner awardee for the Test Drive and Awards 2025 for the Automation QA of the Year category, Automation QA Engineer of the Year, is Kushal, QA Automation Engineer at Hito. Congratulations for winning this award. Congratulations, Kushal. Congratulations, Precious. And congratulations to all of our honorary award winners. Precious for the Automation QA Engineer of the Year category, Esther for the Next Rated QA of the Year category, David for the SDET of the Year category, Demola for the QA Leader of the Year category, Kudemev for the QA Mentor and Advocate of the Year category, Yashu for the Innovator, QA Innovator of the Year category, and QA Wolf for the QA Efficient Company of the Year category. Congratulations to you guys. And to our awardees, congratulations on winning this award. All over the US and the EMEA, our winners for this 2025 are Kushal for the QA Automation Engineer of the Year, Asma for the Next Rated QA of the Year, Manish for SDET of the Year, Leif for QA Leader of the Year, Daniel for QA Mentor and Advocate of the Year, Ademola Badmus for the QA Innovator of the Year, and QA Efficient Company of the Year, A1QA. Your contributions inspire excellence in the QA industry. Thank you for pushing boundaries. Please continue to do so. And thank you for everybody that was nominated. All of you guys are awesome individuals and organizations doing amazing work in the QA space. We truly appreciate your contributions. We would be getting, the award across to everybody. Everybody here was going to get the award shipped to them. And please do share when you get this. Our team is going to reach out for details to get you this ASAP. So congratulations to all of the awardees. Congratulations, congratulations, and congratulations once again. Okay, finally, please stay connected with us on social media and please join our community with the link. You have the links in the chat box. And please join us next quarter for another edition of Test Drive. This is a global event. We're going to bring in global speakers. We'll have attendees from everywhere. You feel free to come in, attend, ask questions, participate in, the quizzes, learn, connect with people, and do even more. Visit app.getscandium.com today to try Scandium out. Scandium is your number one no-code test automation tool. So whether you want to automate testing for web or for mobile or for APIs, you can do that with Scandium and you can start doing it today. Share your feedback with us and book a demo call for you and your team. So right on our website, getscandium.com, you can see a link to book a demo call for your team if you want to get a run through of how Scandium works exactly. And we're happy to work together with you. And please join us on the channel partnership program if you are interested. We talked about that earlier. If you're interested, please join us on the Scandium channel partnership program where um, you get rewarded for sharing in this vision, in this mission to get Scandium as the number one no-code estimation tool for everybody looking to build bug-free digital products. So we're looking forward to having you do that. And finally, please follow us on social media as previously mentioned and engage our posts. We're also looking forward to seeing you in our Slack community. You have all of the links in the comment section. Thank you very much, everyone, for attending this special edition of the Test Drive and QA Awards 2025. It's a pleasure having you. Have a great one. And congratulations once again to all of the winners. Congratulations, big congratulations to you. And congratulations for all of the nominees as well for making it to the nominees list. Obviously, there are so many people that could be nominated in this categories and much more people that were nominated but not top of the list. Congratulations to all of you once again and do have a wonderful day. Bye.